two.
Hello class, good morning. My name is Jourdy as it is written at your whiteboard. Well, today, before I start, please let me talk about like 5 minutes to tell you about the product that I would like to share to you. But first of all, who play football? Yeah. What shoe do you use in playing football?
Nike.
Nike. Well, this is your perfect choice.
Nike.
Yeah, like my marketing salesman told you before. Well, actually, let me tell you a bit about the shoes that it is sell around. Okay, these days they play with their colors. So they are selling with their unique kinds of colors. Like for example, this Puma shoes, when you look at the World Cup, I don't know what they wanna show, like with the left and right foot, with the red and the blue. You know, it's kind of, yeah, it's irritating. And also the Mizuno shoe, when you look at Japan, when Japan played, they use this shoe. It is a mark on them, but actually they just sold the shoe by its color. And the most, I think it's a bit irritating, is the color of Messi shoes. Because why? Because it has a shape that is very quite normal, but the specialty of this shoe is just that at the back of it, it's a sign of Messi. So I think they think that, oh, if I use this, I can be as good as Messi. I think he won't be. And they also sell shoes by their styles. Like for example, this shoe, they sell it with like simplicity. So they only add their logo on their shoe. And this one, Reebok, they make it like classic shoes, or maybe this Umbro shoes with more futuristic. So your foot will look like Robocop's foot. You know, it's very futuristic. So I think, but Nike, my company, I haven't told you before. I'm sorry, my marketing manager. I'm the CEO of Nike. I think you didn't realize that I was sitting at the back. Well, Nike these days are selling shoes with their own function. Okay, they're selling things that you need to boost your your skills in playing. Like for example, Nike created Mercurial for running fast. They created CTR so that you can pass the ball quite easier because of some sort of micro suspension here, so that if you want to pass the ball would pass very easier for you. You don't have to take much more energy. And also this, the one that Rooney always used to shoot from far. Yeah, so Nike sells shoes with their own function. But now Nike Flyknit, it is another division of Nike who created shoes that is light and strong and very flexible. So it has what is it? I forgot it. It has a different kind of material. So it is its material is like more of a sock, you know. So it's for light, so that you don't realize that you are using a shoe. So Nike Flyknit with the Nike Soccer present you the Nike Magista. It is out as March 6/14. So it is used firstly at the final of the UEFA Champions League. Nike Magista is actually based on the Magista, the normal Magista. But Nike Flyknit has made it differently. He added some sort of form of sock for what? For the players, so that they know that the shoes are very tight to their feet. So it's not like the other feet, like for example when you see Robin using Adidas and then the shoe just fall off and then yeah, you know. So they know the problem. And the second of all, it curves perhaps lower. But this shoe really, follows the shape of your feet, so it is very fitable. And it has a different kind of material. It has a bit of material that is like socks, so it is very comfortable, and it feels like your second skin. So it's like you're using only socks to play football. How cool is that? And then the sole of it, it has they place the buttons at some places who are really mathematically thought is that you could turn around like 30-60 degrees very easier. Yeah, so it helps you in playing. And Iniesta was the grand ambassador of Nike Magista. He told that Magista is in trend control, so he uses Magista, and he said that he controls the ball better because it fits his feet really well. And it is an unstoppable playmaking, and when you see how good he is in playmaking, people. And professional football players who also use Magista, like for example Mario Götze, Thiago Silva, David Luiz, Arda Turan, and Christian Eriksen. They tested the shoe, and they know that this shoe is something that is very different from any other kinds of shoes that is ever created before. Well, and this is the proof. This is it's a little picture of Khedira in training. We zoom it out so that you can see that Khedira is using the Nike Magista. And here, when you look at this, Khedira is playing at the final of the UEFA Champions League, and you know the results. They won the Champions League. So Magista is one of the shoes who was out and then won a champion. How cool is that, huh? So Magista, but also have different kinds of color, but not as much because they don't want to be like the others who are very colorful like that. So, be a world-class player with Nike Magista. You can find it in stores, at Nike stores, sports station, or at your mall nearby. Are there any questions for my shoes? Yeah. Miss, what's your name?
My name is Lisa.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Yeah, I want to ask you about the price of your shoes. How
The
much?
price, okay. It is very compatible with other shoes. It is around from 500 to 1 million rupiah. It depends on the type of it, because there are a futsal type, there are a soccer type, and there are a training type of soccer. Are there any other questions? Well, if there's any question, then you could just go home and buy your Nike Magista. And if you have any subscriptions, subscribe to us at www.nike.com. And thank you all for listening, and have a good day.